Okay, I have a little tough love for some of you people that have been looking for jobs for 6 to 8 weeks. You're not finding the results that you're looking for. And I'm doing this. It's very important to me right now because May has been a phenomenal month um, for our business. And for myself personally, I have had the most productive month since I started in getting people hired. And I am seeing a lot of the same mistakes over and over and over by almost every one of my clients. And I want to talk to you about what those are, just so you know how important it is to get some outside eyes looking at things. First off, if you're qualified for the positions that you're going for, then you should be getting action. And if you're not, then there's a few reasons why. It could be your resume. It could be your presentation when you do interviews, either over the phone or possibly um, in person. It can be how you're presented on social media. It can be how many versions of your resume are out there. It can be if you've applied to jobs multiple times. There's so many ways that will keep you from getting a job. And what you need to do is you need to make sure you're eliminating as many of those as possible. And one of the first things I'm seeing is resumes. Now, you may think your resume is wonderful. You may have asked your friend, you may have asked a colleague to take a look at it, and I'm going to tell you 99% of the time, it's still going to have a problem. There's still going to be something in your resume that's going to throw red flags, that's not going to put you in the best light. And I'll also say that I'm even seeing people that are using resume services, and I'm seeing grammar errors, spelling errors. I'm seeing content errors and omissions, and there's just no excuse for that. So, as good as you think it might be, your resume is going to be one part of the problem. If your resume is terrific, then again, it's about presentation, how you are on the phone, how you are in person. Are you dressing appropriately? Are you carrying yourself in a professional manner? Are you speaking in lingo or are you speaking in correct English? A lot of that is the problem. Do your nerves come into play? So there are many things that interview prep would do you really well. It would help you get over some of these hurdles. It would also help you have some responses ready for the tough questions that they're going to ask you in an interview. I'll tell you, if you become a client of mine immediately, I'm going to know right away. I'm going to ask you 5 tough questions, and I'm going to know right away whether or not you're presenting your best foot forward when you speak to people. And that's one of the things that I'll do automatically. Yes, I'll look at your resume. Yes, I'm going to look at everything as well. But the 5 questions tell me more than anything. Um, so you need to make sure that you have objective eyes on your resume. You need to make sure that you're doing everything you can to put your best presentation forward in the phone interview, then in the in-person interview. I got a lot of people, got kids screaming in the background, dogs barking when they do the phone interview, and it just looks like chaos, and it's not a good look. Um, so I want to make sure that you know there's not just one thing, and even going to professionals sometimes, you have to also check their work, and you have to make sure that they're doing the things that they say they're doing. Maybe you don't know how to explain gaps in your employment. Maybe you have in your history, you've spent a year at a job and then you're off a month and then you go 16 months at another job. There's no real continuity. There's no progression, and there's no stability. You need to know how to explain that. That's not going to hurt you. So I want to make sure that everybody sits there and says that I'm doing the best that I can do to find a job. Now, a lot of people also say, well, John, I don't want to pay for your services. Well, I'll tell you what, for the price of a couple of pizzas, you're going to tell me you're not going to do everything you can to get that job? You didn't have problems eating out last week. You didn't have problems buying soda. You didn't have problems smoking cigarettes. But you don't have time and you don't have money to seek a professional to help you get the job that hopefully will be the last job, or at least the last job for a while. You got to take a look at your priorities. If you need help, if you want help, reach out. The link is in the bio. I'll give you a free consultation. I'll tell you what I can do, and we'll go from there. All right? We got summer pricing too. Summer is a big deal. A lot of people going on vacations. So we've got summer pricing to even entice. You don't have any excuses not to have somebody, or at least a professional, take a look at what's going on with your job search. All right? Hope to see you soon. Subscribe, follow me on social media. Talk to you later.